So, even though I just got off of vacation, I'm so glad that today is Friday. And I've been waiting all week to talk to my kings and queens out there. Okay? So, you know what time it is. It's Friday. Hey, it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Ah, it's Friday. Hey, it's Friday. Today is Friday. Okay, so before I begin, today I'm real casual. I have on my Balenciaga shirt, t-shirt with the matching shorts, and I just put on a little sheer kind of top on with it, and I have on some Balenciaga sandals, slides, and so for those of you that are here with me for the first time, I like to get fly for my kings and queens. I'm casual, but I think I'm fly. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so go get your snack of choice, go get your drink of choice, and come back and watch this video because Angie has a good subject today, the Dear Angie. So text, email, stick a letter in a bottle, baby. Call and tell everybody that Angie is on the line. And she has a Dear Angie tonight. So before we get started, I'm going to pull out my shades. For those of you that are with me for the first time tonight, I like to wear shades because I like to throw shade, okay? And so when you see me doing all of this and all of that, you know Angie is about to cut up. So tonight I have on some dupe Gucci glasses that I got from Amazon. I have the real ones in black and the authentic ones in black. And they look really just like this. Of course, a little different. But I like these glasses. Yes, I like them. And I chose these glasses because it matches my outfit, right? So let's get right into it. So I just want to say, for those of you out there that are going through something and you need some advice, write your girl Angie. My business email is in the description. If there's a topic you want me to talk about, I will talk about it. Let me know. Email me on my business email in the description. I will be more than happy to give you the advice or speak upon something that you want me to talk about. So I received a letter from a 28-year-old woman, and her fiancé is 30. They've been together for 3 years. They've been engaged for 2 years. And they are all set to get married in 2 weeks. Did you hear that? In 2 weeks. And so she says, Dear Angie, she said, I just love your channel. I've been watching you since day one. And I never thought that I would really be writing you. She said, but I am going through it. I'm going through it, Angie. She says, my husband and I had our Bachelorette party. And we agreed that we do not want to have strippers at the Bachelorette party. We sat down with both the maid of honor and the groom. The best man. And we let them know that when they plan our Bachelorette and Bachelor party, that there will be no strippers. And they act like they understood. They said they're not going to do anything that we didn't want them to do. They are good friends of ours. We trust them. And so we had no reason to think that they will go against what we requested. She said, my two cousins, male cousins, are good friends with my fiance, and they were invited to the bachelor party. So she said they had their parties on the same day, and she said she was having a great time with her girls, with her family, her friends at the bachelorette party. But once the party was coming to an end, her cousin emailed her a picture of her fiance with a stripper in a compromising position. She said, the cousin said, I think you need to come to the bachelorette party and get your man. So her cousin emailed her, text her the address and said, when you are downstairs, let me know. I'll come down. Well, we'll come down and bring you up. So she said Angie, my heart was racing. I told my maid of honor, girl, let's go and go see what's going on at this bachelor party. She said she got there. She texted her cousin. Her cousin came downstairs, led them upstairs, and told her to go into that room. She said, Angie, my heart was beating out of my chest. I opened the door, and there my husband, my soon-to-be husband, butt naked, banging this stripper. She said, Angie, I saw red, and I started fighting that stripper, and I started fighting my fiance, and I was fighting everybody that came my way. Next thing you know, the police arrived, so somebody called the police, and then I ended up in jail. She said my cousin came to bail me out and was like, cuz I hate you had to go through this. She said, I tried to talk to your man and say, listen, you wrong, don't do it. And he got very aggressive and was like, stay out of my business, mind your damn business. I threw my hands up, and that's when I went and text you what was going on, the picture, and told you to come on and get your man. And so he said, I hope you're not mad at me. And I told him, no, I am not mad at you. I thank you for putting me on to what's going on. She said, but Angie, I got home, I talked to my man, and he was so apologetic and crying, saying he was drunk. He don't even remember what happened, but he knew he was in the wrong and apologized and said it never happened again. Angie, I am so confused. I love him, but I feel so disrespected, and I just don't know if I can forgive him for that. Angie, I really need your advice. And she said, keep it real with me. I can take it. All I know is, oh my God. First of all, I just want to say, I am so sorry that this is what you're going through, because this is a time when you should be happy. This is a time where you and your soon-to-be husband should be planning your lives and not going through what you're going through. But you're not alone in this. This happens to a lot of people. The only thing is, the bride-to-be is not privy to the information you was privy to. So, I really can't tell you what you should do, but I can give you some advice. Some people might not agree with what I'm saying, but everybody has different opinions about bachelor parties and even bachelorette parties. So I'm going to just say a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to say is, let's unpack this letter. Okay, so you said that you are supposed to be married in 2 weeks. So I'm going to assume that Everything is paid for. You guys are just ready to walk down the aisle. You said that you guys both agreed to have no strippers. Yet your fiance to be has strippers. And so I'm just going to say he knew that strippers was going to be at this party. He wanted the strippers. Now, I don't know if it was you that said I didn't want no strippers, or maybe he didn't want you to have strippers. But that man knew doggone well it was going to go down in history. His bachelor party. Okay, so you guys have the party on the same day. Towards the end of the party, your cousins text you a picture of him in a compromising position with a stripper. He suggested you come and get your man. Now, the question I have is, if your man knew that your cousins were there, and obviously you guys are close, why would he do that, knowing they're going to go back and tell? That's the only thing I don't understand. And it could be that he really just didn't care. This was his party. This was his night. He going to do what he wanted to do. Or maybe he didn't think they were going to say anything. I don't know. But that's what made all of this crazy. Because a lot of people do this all the time. This is my last, even women. It's my last time being single. I'm going to get it in before I get married. I'm not married yet. I don't owe her nothing. I don't owe him nothing. I'm still single. Ready to mingle. And so a lot of people think this is okay. They think that they're entitled to their pass for one night on their bachelor or bachelorette, because women do it too. And some of them, like I said, the bride to be or the husband to be, they don't tell them. They're oblivious to the fact that they had sex with someone else before they got married. That's how it usually go down, if it go down. But I'm going to just tell you this. Every man and every woman don't cheat at a bachelorette party. They don't. Depends on the man, depends on the woman. And so what I'm going to ask you is, what kind of man do you have? Now, every woman know they man, every man know they woman. Do you have a man that you think probably do cheat? Have you ever caught him cheating? I don't know. But for this man to cheat like that, and then knowing your cousins was there, was totally disrespectful. And he doesn't sound like a man that just cheated for the first time. Okay? So he could have cheated on you before. Because some people believe that, some men think because he messing around with a stripper or messing around with a prostitute is not cheating. Even in a marriage. Oh yeah. That is cheating. And I don't care if it's a bachelor party. He was definitely dead wrong for that. Dead wrong. And then to see your eyes watching him having sex with another woman, oh my God, I know that was so hurtful. So, number one, I think you need to ask yourself, or rewind in your mind, have you ever thought that your man has cheated on you? Or has he cheated on you and you forgave him? Now, the answer is yes to either one of them or to both of them, then you have a cheater on your hands. And so it don't matter that everything is paid for and the wedding is in 2 weeks. That don't matter. Because I would rather leave money on the table and not have to be 5 years down the line. You might have a baby, y'all done bought a house, and then he's still cheating on you, and then you decide you tired of it, and then you ready to go. And then you got to split up everything, and then you got a baby involved, and then it's just messed up. So it's real easy, and you might say, well, it's easy for you to say that, but no. I would rather leave money on the table than spend the money and then be miserable because I married a cheater, because you married a cheater. So, no, you should know what kind of man you married anyway. Because it's some women, you know, somebody will say, well, yeah, your husband was flirting with somebody, and you know your husband, and you know him to be a flirt, somebody that flirts. So you can be like, yeah, he probably did that. That dude like to flirt. I'm not. That's how he is. Or you can be, no, I don't think my husband did that. So you know your man. And so you need to ask yourself that. Number 2, you said he was sorry. Was he on his knees crying? Was he begging you? Was he looking in his eyes and you just see the hurt and embarrassment? Or was he like, I'm so sorry, it won't happen again? It didn't seem genuine. Only you know the answer to that. Was it a genuine, I'm sorry from the gut? Or was it a flat, I'm sorry, it will never happen again, I was drunk? And don't let somebody just blame the alcohol, because don't do that. Because so every time he get drunk, he going to have sex with somebody? And you have to have consequences. So you can't take this lightly and say, oh, well, he was at a bachelor party. He didn't mean it. He loved me. No. I got a video out you need to look at called Consequences if you have not seen it. It's a very informative video that I believe you will enjoy. You have to have consequences with your man, with your woman. Because if you don't have consequences, they'll do it again. So you can't take this too lightly. And it shouldn't be taken too lightly. Because trust was broken. You had to go to jail on that stuff. So I wouldn't take this lightly. If you're taking it lightly, I'm glad that you're writing me because you do feel a certain way. And I know you love them. You know, your love just don't stop. But my thing is the disrespect. Now, you know your cousin's going to go back to your family members and all of that and tell them what happened. This man embarrassed you in front of your family. This man has sat up and acted a crazy fool before you got married. And so, no, this shouldn't be taken lightly. So, my suggestion is, if you really love him and you really feel like this is an isolated incident, you don't think that your man is a cheater, you never had any type of feelings that he cheated on you, you never had no woman come around, nobody calling his phone, and all of the things, then maybe you should postpone the wedding. And when you postpone the wedding, you need to get some advice from a professional licensed therapist, and you guys do some counseling. Because you still have that in your mind, your man in the bed with another woman having sex. And we need to get that, you need to get down to the bottom of why did he do this? Is this something he's done before? And you need to let him know this is not something I'm going to put up with. So I definitely, if I was you, wouldn't be walking down the aisle in 2 weeks. If anything, I would postpone the wedding, get some counseling to figure all this out. And then if you figure out, hey, this is the man, you want to be with him, pick another wedding date. But if you feel like, you know what, I think he's cheated on me before, he really didn't sound really upset about it, I really can't, get down with this man disrespecting me, cheating on me, breaking our trust, then cancel the wedding and don't get married. Sometimes God will put things before you make that jump and get married. And sometimes you'll get a warning, hey, this is not the man for you. So I'm glad it came out into the light, because if your cousins held it to after you got married, then you're starting your marriage off on a lie. And so it's good that they brought it to you so you will be able to decide what you want to do. You can make that decision for yourself. And then if you do decide to forgive him, you start your marriage off on a clean slate, because you know everything that's happened. You know that this man cheated on you. You've worked through that. You both worked through that. You both did the work. You both did the counseling. And you may be ready to forgive and move on and get married. But at the end of the day, my queen, you have a tough decision. I advise you to do some soul searching, to replay in your mind things that have gone on with your man that you maybe thought it could have been something. I advise you to pray, and you will make the right decision. I'm very confident with that. I'm glad you wrote me, because when you write me, you are helping others, because there's other people that have gone through or are going through what you're going through. And so I'll say this: stay in peace and not in pieces. And thank you for watching my channel.
1, 2